Thank you for joining me today. And in the world of content creation, there is this thing called ChatGPT that is quickly becoming a buzzword that everyone is talking about. Now, if you're not familiar with ChatGPT, we're going to be sharing that information with you today. But really, what is it? And why is it all the rage? ChatGPT is a state-of-the-art language model developed by, and it uses artificial intelligence, AI, artificial intelligence, to generate human-like text. It can understand natural language, learn from patterns in data, and generate responses that are creative, informative, and engaging. With its ability to assist in content creation in various ways, ChatGPT is a game changer. You hear me? A game changer for writers, marketers, and business owners who want to produce high quality content more efficiently. Now, in today's show, we're going to explore how ChatGPT can help mom entrepreneurs with their content creation process, including but not limited to brainstorming ideas, creating automated email sequences, providing headline inspiration, summarizing content, and even researching key points for articles. So, that is what we're going to be talking about today. Unleash your creative potential. How ChatGPT can generate content ideas, summarize text, and more. This show is going to be phenomenal. We're talking about ChatGPT. It is all the rage in the world of online marketing. And if you don't know, you need to know ChatGPT or Chat, if you wanted to just give it a little name. All right. So if you are here joining us live, make sure you put in the comments hashtag live and where you're tuning in from. We'd like to know how far and wide our reach of Mompreneur HQ is. And you can help us by putting that in the chat. And we'll, of course, give you a Mompreneur HQ hello, wave, and all that good stuff. So if you are joining us via replay, don't worry. Hashtag replay and where you're from still counts because we get to know who is watching the show. And if you don't already know, I am Rashida Green. I am the founder and CEO of Get Right Coaching, the host of the Mompreneur HQ community, and the creator of the Digimompreneur Academy. And I help moms who are determined to get time, money, and location freedom start, grow, and scale online businesses so that they can build the life of their dreams without neglecting themselves or their families in the process. And how do I do that? Well, I do that through coaching, content, community, and now also the Digimompreneur Academy. So that is me in a nutshell, but I'm just so excited to be able to dive in deep into what Chat GPT can do for you and how it can transform your content creation game. I'm going to, speaking of game, I want you to be very active in this episode today. I want you to join me in putting in those hashtags. When I say put in a hashtag, I want you to put in some emojis. I want you to heart and do all the things so that we can get the engagement in this group up and going and growing, so that everyone will have an opportunity to see. If you don't know, Facebook is really particular about what they're going to share with the people. So even though you are in this group, you may not necessarily get the notifications, the alerts, or know that we're going live or that there's a replay that you can watch. And so the only way that we can get that out is by growing our reach. And the way that we grow our reach is through engagement. Now, I'm dropping this for you, dropping this on you from the viewpoint of Mompreneur HQ. But if you're in this group, you're also a mompreneur, and this information can also help you to grow your group and get some eyes on your business page if that's what you're looking to do. So please help us out and respond on the comments, whether it be in response to my requests, or whether it be because you really like something about what I'm saying, or if you're in agreement, or if you have questions or comments. We can always address those at the end of our show or after the show has been posted, so that we can communicate with you and share with you the answers to your questions. So now you might be wondering, well, how can ChatGPT help with content creation? Well, It can help you in it can help you in numerous ways, a whole host of ways that ChatGPT can help you with your content creation, and some of which include brainstorming, creating automated email sequences, providing headline inspiration, as well as summarizing content and researching key points for articles. If you have your own blog, or if you just want to do a long form post on social media, it can help you to do all of that. Now, since I named those 5 things, what I'm going to do is go deeper into what those 5 things, what Chat GPT can do to help you with those 5 things. So let's take a look at each of these capabilities. The first one I mentioned was brainstorming. So, ChatGPT can help with brainstorming content ideas by generating text based on the prompts and information that you give it. So that's the thing. ChatGPT doesn't magically just come up with this information. It requires you to give it data so then that it can calculate that data and information and pull off from its resources, which right now is somewhat limited because it only goes back to resources available since 2021. But the fact is, once you put in your question or your data points or your requests and your prompts, Chat GPT will then be able to do the work to answer your question. So, for example, you could provide a topic or theme and ask Chat GPT to generate a list of article titles or blog post ideas. You can also provide a list of keywords or phrases and ask ChatGPT to generate potential article outlines or paragraphs on those topics. Do you hear what I'm saying? So you thinking you're spending all your day trying to figure out, oh, what am I going to write about? What am I going to write about? You can just ask ChatGPT, hey, what are some topics that my ideal audience is currently researching for? And it'll give you that. And then you say, well, now I have all these ideas about topics that my audience is looking for. So maybe I identify there's some keywords, or ChatGPT can give you the keywords. And you plug that into ChatGPT and you say, hey, I want to write an article about these keywords, or give me an article outline for these keywords. I'll just write my own. If I'm a writer, I just need you to give me the outline and I'll do the writing myself. But if I'm not a writer, you give me the outline. Matter of fact, go ahead and write the article for me. Chat GPT is my friend. Can you tell? So, anyway, additionally, it can generate more relevant keywords or phrases for your content ideas. So, if you run out of ideas or you feel like you do, because before AI, before Chat GPT, we came up with ideas. So it's not nothing mythical or mystical. You have it in you. If you have a product, if you have a product or service, then there are key pillars or points that you use to actually that you can talk about regarding those products or services, that you can just rotate and come up with ideas. So I'm not saying that we're getting rid of the human brain. You still have complete access and control over what it is that you give an or assign or ask of Chat GPT. So that's one of the concerns that people have. Oh, well, if it's AI, it's not authentic. It's taking away the human brain. It's going to make us lazy. Listen, it's only going to do as much as you let it do. If you are the type of person that have those concerns where, plagiarism and so forth, you can still use it as inspiration. You don't have to settle for everything that it outputs. Matter of fact, it's not even suggested that you do that. You take the information for what it's worth, and then whether that's inspiration or as an outline or what have you, and then you inject your personality, your business keywords and phrases and things that you say, your brand voice into it, and then have that magnet, and then you'll have that product, that end result that you want, and your personality will still be in it. It still have this personality. It's not going to be all AI driven, but it's been AI outlined or AI provided keywords. You still have the authority here. It's still only a computer. It's still only going to do what you want it to do. So don't get caught up with, oh, it's computer and it's not going to be personable. You are the USP. You are the unique selling point of that product that it produces. Okay. So just in case somebody was thinking that, I might be going on the deep end there thinking that somebody was thinking that, but Even if you weren't, I've now answered that question for you. All right. So the next one is that it can create automated email sequences. Now, we tell you should always have an email sequence. You should always have an email sequence for anything that you deliver. So, if you're going to have people download a PDF file, have a download email and then some follow up nurture emails for that download. Even if they download your free ebook, your free lead magnet, or whatever, even if they sign up for your course, you should have a delivery email, and then several other emails after that are considered your follow up or nurture sequence. So if you're doing that, you could be potentially writing 7, 8 emails per product, per download, to nurture your audience into then buying your next product. So that's a lot. And people have done it. People still do it. Listen, again, I'm not taking away the human element. People still do it. But using ChatGPT can help you do it just a little bit quicker. And that's really an understatement. That's me being funny when I say a little bit quicker. Literally, you can do this in seconds. Simply provide a list of topics or themes related to your email campaign and ask ChatGPT to generate a series of emails subjects lines, for instance. Let's get those email subject lines that are going to pop, that are going to make people stop the scroll, that people are going to look at and want to open, right? Then you can even say, hey, Chat GPT, what about opening sentences? Something that's going to grab them. Remember, we talk about open sentence on anything, whether it's an ad or sales page. It needs to be something that would attract them as soon as they see it. It's like almost between 3 to 6 seconds. And if they don't catch it right then and there, they're turning the next page. They're scrolling, they're swiping left, whatever it is. They're moving on. So you want to have those good, catchy open sentences, and ChatGPT can help you with that. You can also provide a list of customer personas and ask ChatGPT to generate tailored email sequences or messages for each of them. So if you know that your one particular audience is mom entrepreneurs who have toddlers at home versus mom entrepreneurs who are working a full-time job and doing this as a side hustle, right? Having those two different types of audiences in your two different type of personas in your audience, you may want to cater your language or your emails to that particular person. So that would mean if you're doing 7 in a nurture sequence, 7 for the mom with the toddler at home and 7 for the mom who has a full-time job doing a side hustle, that's 14 emails right there. Well, if you were to ask ChatGPT to generate those emails, you'll be saving a lot of time. And then also, when you're talking about those emails and you want to generate a list of calls to actions, that can be done by ChatGPT, or even some suggested next steps. Once the email is done, you can provide some suggested next steps in each of your email sequence, and that can be done by ChatGPT. Again, using ChatGPT, you can quickly generate a large number of potential messages, which you can then edit and refine to your personality as needed. Just in case you are just joining me, we are talking about ChatGPT and how it can help you to create content for your business. And the first thing we talked about was brainstorming ideas, and the second was creating automated email sequences. If you are with me, go ahead and put a hashtag chat in the comments so that we know that you are following along with us in today's show, because we want you to unleash your creative potential and identify how it can help you to create content, ideas, summarize text, and so much more. Our next point is headline inspiration. We all know about how important headlines are. They need to be catchy, they need to be short, they need to be brief, they need to be relevant, they need to be things that people are looking for and searching for, that's going to catch their eye and make you stand out, make that page stand out so that they would want to read it. Right? Are you stuck trying to come up with headline ideas for your content? All marketers know that the headline can make or break your content. So, if it isn't powerful enough, readers are more likely to scroll past your blog or your article or your social media post. So, with Chat GPT, though, You'll no longer need to worry about coming up with those catchy titles. You can just provide a topic or a theme. Again, just give it the basic information. But oh, here's a caveat. If you give it basic information, it's going to give you back basic information. So the more that you give it, then the more that it will give back. But with that still in mind, you want it to ask it to generate a list of headlines or article titles that are related to the topic that you're looking to write on. You could also provide a list of keywords or phrases. Again, if you've already identified, now mind you, you could just ask chat what the keywords and phrases are that the people in your audience are looking for, what they say or what they kind of do use. You can ask chat to do that. But if you don't, if you already have your keywords that you've already tried and tested through your pages or through your business, then you just give chat those keywords and phrases and ask chat GPT to generate headlines or titles that incorporate those keywords. It can even generate headlines in different styles, right? Such as questions. If you wanted a question as a headline, something that's going to startle them and make them think, is that me? If you wanted statements, or even if you wanted puns, those unintentional tensionals, right? Even if you wanted puns, to give you ask chat GPT to give you a range of options to choose from. Even what can you do? Test it out, see what it does, and whether or not that's something that you like. Using the language model can help you quickly generate a bunch of potential headlines with its help, and then tweak them again to your liking, to your style, your personality, so that there's no more racking your brains for the perfect headline. Chat GPT has got you covered. Another point that I want to bring up is that it can help you summarize content. When you're reading these loads of information or these articles that you're reading, and you think it's a good article, but you just want to write one with your spin on it, you can always just ask Chat GPT to summarize that information in the article. Chat GPT can also summarize your content, your own content. If you think that there's an article that you've written that is wonderful and that has gotten a lot of response, then you can go ahead, ask Chat GPT to summarize your content, to generate a shorter version of the text while maintaining the main ideas and key points. And then what you have is now a repurposed article. Why? Because the article that you wrote, that content, you fed it to Chat GPT, who can now spit out to you a summary, which you can now use for social media. Come on now, Chat GPT is in the building. This is, if you don't understand, if you're not getting why I'm so excited about this, there's nothing else I can do to convince you other than to show you. And so if you stick to the end of this show, I'll be able to share with you a way that you can get to visualize and experience it for yourself along with me. All right. So we're going to keep going. To do this, it uses this understanding. This is the learning model that it has, language model that it has, that it takes what you have and it learns from what you've given it. It uses its understanding of language and the context that you've given it to be able to issue out then the new text. It then identifies the most important information based on that text that you've provided and condenses it into a shorter version. You can ask it to even extract key points or bullet points from the content, so that if you wanted to just repurpose it into just an infographic with those bullet points, you can do that. However, it is important to note that the quality of the summary will depend on the complexity of the text. It will also depend on how much information you want to retain. Do you want to keep everything? Do you want to, as far as those points and those bullets that you're referring to, that you're requesting chat to incorporate into the summary? And again, if the article that you've given is not a good article, then what comes out, what goes in is what kind of comes out. It's going to be limited. So the more information you want to retain, then the longer the summary will be. Now we're going to go on to our final point. But understand, this is not the end of the road for Chat GPT and all of the various ways that it can help you create content. You can research key points for articles. Chat GPT as a language model can assist in researching articles by generating text that is similar to the input it is given. So we talked about that a little bit. It can be used to generate summaries of articles, paraphrasing text, or even composing a new text on the given topic. So you say, here's the article that I'm referencing, and I want you to create a new article based on this information. It will create a whole new article. So those of you again who are concerned with plagiarism and I don't it's not good and so forth, again, it is not plagiarism. It is AI, artificial intelligence, using what it knows to create an article based on what you've given it. And again, don't take it verbatim. You might want to add your personality to it, your feel, your brand voice, so that it gets to know, so that it is something that is more personable, because it does use information that is already out there to be able to pull together the context for what it's creating for you. So there is the potential of it saying something that has already been said. And when it comes to statistical information, I have found that it is not always reliable. So it can say something like it is the 10th largest city in the world. And like, no, that's number 27. So when it comes to statistical data, I would double check ChatGPT on things like that. But for the most part, it is such a helpful tool. Instead of taking, if you was talking about maybe 30 minutes to an hour for each of those nurture email sequences I was talking about, if there's 7, that's 7 hours doing it by hand, trying to come up with the ideas, figuring out what to say, what to put in there, what kind of clauses. Even if you have the format that you use to write each one, that still may cut it down to maybe 30, 35 minutes. But when you're using Chat GPT, it is literally seconds. One email sequence can take 34 seconds to write. One email, I'm sorry, can take 34 seconds to write for Chat GPT. Do you already see the benefit of the time saving benefit that you can get from using AI to help you in writing your content? Just also going back to how it researches. One way to use it for research is to provide it with a set of keywords or phrases. Now, we keep talking about these keywords and phrases because it's important that you have to feed it the information. So once you have your keywords and phrases related to the topic that you're researching, then ask it to generate a list of relevant articles or information. Another way is providing the model with text or a link to an article, and ask it to extract specific information, maybe even summarize the article or generate new text on that same topic, right? So those are 5 things that we're talking about here. But as I said, it is so helpful in so many other ways. Let me tell you, ChatGPT is an incredibly powerful tool that can assist mom entrepreneurs in creating compelling content. With its ability to generate ideas, create email sequences, provide headline inspiration, summarize content, and research key points, ChatGPT can save time and effort while ensuring high quality content creation. By leveraging the capabilities of this language model, our mompreneur community can focus on what we love doing best, and that's running our businesses and taking care of our families. So I told you, if you stay on, I'm going to ask you, share something with you. I am doing my M.M.M, which is Mompreneurs Marketing and Mocktails. That's that quarterly event that I host each quarter. And it's coming up, maybe I'm thinking June for quarter 2. And one of the topics, well, I asked the community, what would you like to discuss in that event? But now I'm kind of choosing between funnel your customer journey and or chat gpt, how to use it for your content creation. Now, I've given you 5 ways that you can use chat gpt, but really, if we can get into a mmm, a mompreneurs marketing and mocktails environment where I actually walk you through and show you how to actually implement some of these things that I'm talking about and how it can help you to make your business go a lot more smoothly and your content creation go a lot more smoothly, quickly, and efficiently. I think that would be a great idea for our next MMM for Q2. But hey, I want your feedback. What do you think? Funnel, because that's also a good one, being able to find you guys to map out your customer journey. How do you want them to come from the first time they meet you all the way into your paid products? That is definitely something important. And I think I will still talk about that at some point. But I'm really starting to get amped up about this Chat GPT. If you want to see funnels, I want you to put hashtag funnels in the comments. And if you want to see me do some Chat GPT implementation, then go ahead and put Chat GPT, hashtag Chat GPT in the comment field. And hey, this is going to be an unofficial vote situation where I'm going to get some feedback from you on how you want to proceed for our next MMM event, likely in June, for a small nominal fee. You will be able to get into this working session, this working implementation session. Even if it's a funnel, we're actually going to map out your funnel. And even if you vote Chat GPT, we're going to actually go through some implementation strategies on how to use Chat GPT for your specific business needs and your content creation. Again, I am so excited that we are able to meet today on this. I hope that you have enjoyed our session and that you are going to unleash your creative potential and learn how ChatGPT can generate content ideas, summarize text, and more to save you time and effort in your business. All right. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at www.themompreneurhq.com/clarity call, where you can get a 20-minute free session to talk about your business. And we'll be able to talk about your business goals and how I might be able to assist you in reaching them. All right. Until next time.